What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup today, Maple Finance. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? Here we are on this, the 6th of June, sitting at about 39.3 cents right now. Up 11% today, which is nice to see. 7 hours left in the day. I'm not impressed, though. I definitely do believe we'll find resistance here and probably move lower. That's my expectation. I very much do believe that we're going to see lower targets, and we'll get into that in a second. If we're looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, you can see here that we did bounce off the oversold zone, which is nice in itself. You actually have a higher low setup here. It's not bullish divergence by any means, but that is a nice little setup. Let's see, from a low to a high, what did you do here? Low to high here. Bounce off your golden ratio, and now you're in the 382.5 area to find resistance. Yeah, this makes sense. If we're looking at the 4-hour time frame here, see, the daily looks very bullish, but if you look at the 4-hour, it paints a different picture. You wicked really hard on that last close. We're about an hour into this 4-hour candle, so that just happened. Where you wicked to, where you found resistance was right here at prior support, prior resistance, and you wicked down hard. That looks like a rejection to me. This 4-hour candle looks like it's off to a good start. You're up 0.4%, but you're probably going to go lower. And I really do believe that this is some kind of a double top look is what this is at the end of the day. You have a higher high in your RSI here with a lower high in the price. It's hidden bearish divergence. Alongside with that, the 4-hour RSI is right at the 50. If you ever reject the oversold zone, you do expect to go to the 50 at least, and then you come back down. And I think come back down, you will. Where are we going to go if we go lower? And actually, let's look at the 1-hour time frame, see if there's any agreements there. Yeah, look at that. You just rejected the overbought zone there as well. So rejecting the overbought zone, area to find resistance, rejecting the 50, area to find resistance, price rejection, areas of prior support to find resistance at. It makes sense that you're going to go lower, and lower you will go. So from a high here, a low here to a high there, the expectation would be, unless you hold 33 cents, you can hold 33 cents of support and then move up, maybe. But if you break through 33 cents, my expectation would be that we go to 28.6 cents to 25.2 cents, if not lower, okay, if not lower. We very well could go all the way down to these prices as well, and we'll just kind of outline this zone. Actually, let's do that real quick. Hold on, outline this zone. 1272 right there, 200 right there. We'll delete it. Click delete. Boom. There you go. Okay, so that's the zone. We look at the daily time frame. Right, that zone was derived from this fib. Okay, from this low to high fib extension. Okay, we look at the daily time frame, and we see where our RSI topped off at here. You've got a lower high here, another lower high, so that's two lower highs. That's double bearish divergence, and then another lower high down here, which confirms with this lower high here. So bearish divergence all the way up, right? With bearish divergence, typically you go back to where the divergence started, which is all the way down, coincidentally, right at this line here. That's where the divergence started. So at least down there, which is also the bare minimum target of this fib here from a low to a high, right? It's that bare minimum 1272 target right there. So at least down there to 28.6, 28.5 cents, something like that, right? But typically with these bearish divergence moves, you actually move through the zone that you found divergence on, okay? If we look at this from a low to a high and assume that you're going to move through this line, where's the next area to find support? Well, pulling back to your 382 is actually a very common thing to do. I'm going to delete these lines now because I feel like it might be confusing. If you're just looking at this from a fib perspective, from a low to a high here, it's very common to go to the 382. And it's not guaranteed that we go down there. You don't have to. Hell, you found support at your 236. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the low. But if you go below the 236, then you're likely going to go down to this 382 area, I mean, I would at least expect that, right? And being that your bearish divergence started here, it's very likely that you do go below the 236. If you go below the 236, it's very likely that you don't stop where the divergence started. You actually go through it. If you're going to go through it, where are you going to go? The 382, boom, it makes sense. 24.4 cents, which also from a low here to a high there is pretty damn close to your 1886200 area, which is where a lot of cryptos have been finding resistance and support at relatively recently. So, I mean, that's exactly where I think you found support here, isn't it? From a high to a low. Yeah, literally found resistance right in your 1886200 area there as well. Might you go back to the 1414, 1272 zone right here, which is also coinciding directly with this level that we're looking to find support at. It makes sense to me. So that's where I'm expecting we're going to go. I think that Maple Finance has a lot of promising aspects ahead of it. I think that it is going to grow. Just right now, you're going to consolidate down, and then continue to run, right? probably at the end of this month, we'll continue to run. We'll see new all-time highs. And I would expect that we actually pick up the pace a little bit. Maybe we don't move up exactly like this, but I would expect that, as fast as this was, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the next move was even faster, right? You had the bridge happen, the transfer from maple to syrup, and everything's going well. This is just your little test run. You're going to correct from that, and then whenever you really get running, everything's checking, everything, all lights are green, everything's go, all systems go. You're probably going to see this next move be rather robust. I don't know how high it's going to go. Based off of this chart, I don't feel confident in these extensions, right? I don't think that you're going to stop at $1. I don't even know if you stop at $2, man. Who knows? Maybe you go all the way to $3, but I do expect a lot of growth. You're at 39 cents now, going down to prices that are probably going to be around 24 cents. My expectation would be that by the end of July, we see syrup at prices that are probably anywhere from $2 to $3, if not even above that. You could be at $5, man. I really don't know. There's a lot of potential with this thing. But for the time being, you're going to move down, and then later we can talk about you moving up. But that's all I got for you guys. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, all right? Bye-bye.